everybody, this is Salvi here with the VTuber news coming right up for you. Before that, of course, smash that subscribe button, hit that bell, and the like button as well, and let's get right into it. FaZe Connect's Jelly Hoshiumi is a female English-speaking VTuber with the company. She's been there since the second generation. FaZe Connect is this company here. They are in trouble right now, though, because Jelly Hoshiumi recently did a post that a lot of people were kind of split about. We all know that post by now. Let me just show it to you real quick. It is this one up here, where it says, "Screw it, man. I think pushing politics in my children's sandbox game is disgusting, especially when disguised as education. Let me play my stupid block game without having to engage and associate with any of your stupid political garbage that I do not care about." And we have her removing it. And this was about this thing with Mio Make Good, look at the civil rights leaders, things like that. This is a DLC that you can ignore fully if you want. It's only for Bedrock. It's not for Java or anything like that. So you can fully ignore it. And a lot of people did. A lot of people actually played it and said it was horrible. So that was, things that happened. As well, FaZe Connect did what companies tend to do. They bent the knee, as a lot of people would say. An important notice regarding recent events. Thank you for understanding. Recent comments made on Twitter by one of their talents included discussion on sensitive issues. Following internal review, these comments were taken down. Sincerely apologize for any issues caused by this incident. FaZe Connect focus has been always providing entertainment through different personalities and a wide range of unique content. We do not tolerate racism, hatred, or bigotry in the communities. Thank you for understanding and your continued support of FaZe Connect and our talents. FaZe Connect team. Well, we had people here said news was happening, delete the post, they instantly pounced, imply it wasn't enough, we won. They think that Jelly and FaZe are that. Everyone knew this would happen, the fact that FaZe management didn't give an inch and they take a mile. It says here, they did a tweet, then they did a tweet where she said she was rage baiting, seems like didn't actually fly. Reply still up, says she didn't know who Nelson Mandela or Gandhi were. Here we go, all I wanted for these people to stop BSing wussy-ass excuses, no politics in gaming. Woke DI, brother, I just admit that you hate people of color. So people when they stayed, of course. When you, I do not take any of what she said here as being racist or being hating of, colored people, ever. But people will twist it to however they want. Posting videos that the map is a bad idea, and I agree with Jelly, decided to play it, and I got the Taliban part and spam bombs. And this is where they spam bombs here. They decided to build things.
You get for fucking doing it separately.
They allow you to build anything, but that's the sandbox game part of it. You can, you're probably not going to pass whatever it is that goes on here, but you will, and then after she did it, apparently she was still thanked for the school thing, but, that's kind of stuff that will happen. But the main thing here that people said, it had over 3 million views, definitely got people spamming them with hate. It's a company's job to protect their talents. It's understandable they do this, and that is the thing. I do not like that they did it. I do not like that they made her to remove it. But as companies go, that is what any company would do, Hololive, etc. It's not a good move, in my opinion. Just giving my opinion. Not a good move, because once you give an inch, they will take a mile. So right now, they've shown that you are easily moved to delete things if it seems like it's a bad thing. To your point, but this wasn't the way to do it. Protect themselves from what themselves. This isn't defending the talent. This is throwing the talent to the wolves who hate them to begin with. And I do agree with that statement a bit more than I would normally. This is throwing your talent under the bus. They could have done what they did with Clara. Clara, under a different name though, did say some things that were bad, and they just let her take a break if she wanted to. And this is what this person says here. Clara said S on a personal account. Due to not being her account as Clara, the company usually wouldn't have legal ability to do anything about it. If it's a company account like Jelly's, they would, especially if it's causing issues for other talents. Clara's on a private account. They all dragged it public. Jelly tweeted on main. This is how corporals work. It says here, of course. She also tweeted apparently about the Orange Man as well. So that is something that can get you some damage. They could have just deleted the post without putting it on at this Cole announcement. I mean, if it gets deleted without anything saying why, there'd immediately be people in Jelly's chat asking about it, huge things, speculating, etc., etc. Being transparent and having the company take a hit rather than the talent is way better move. And yes, they did take a hit. This is a hit to their reputation. They are seen as a sad girl company or whatever you want to call it, but this is a hit to their reputation overall. Please do not direct any questions regarding this recent events to any of our talents. Thank you very much for your continued support. And this is what they said here. It says FaZe Connect has been and always will be providing entertainment through different personalities and a wide range of unique unique content. We do not tolerate racism, hatred, bigotry in our communities. Thank you for understanding and continued support of FaZe Connect and our talents. They did an internal review according to what they're saying here. They did saying there was discussion on sensitive issues. They apologize for any issues being caused by the incident. Down here, Shonda is saying, I'm watching you. Straub is saying L. Darkest shitpost detective is saying, the thing is, situations, opinions like this was contained to only said talent. It would be more negligible, but unfortunately, external folks online tend to associate individual talents' words with all the other talents, and then they start poking other talents. So I can understand that. Trigger Point is very disappointed. Cryo, Jerry said nothing or bigoted. She took the neutral stance of let us enjoy our stuff. Hackfish is saying, dude, you folded like a bunch of cowards towards this vocal snowflake minority. You're supposed to stand tall and proud, not cower like a goober. Over here, Jelly did nothing wrong, especially when the one person you're virtual signaling the photo has a history of double standards. Right here, of Binted having double standards, according to what people are saying. Saw a loop, understandable, and thanks for the quick response. Heard her, I'm sure a decision won't lead to future financial difficulty. Generally surprising and commendable that y'all actually addressed this, not gonna lie. So, there are both sides. This is going to hit Phase Connect for a bit. I guarantee you it's going to hit Phase Connect for a bit. Because the thing is, it looks like a double standard with the Clara thing, but like they said, like other people have mentioned, Clara was on a personal account not connected to Clara, that was later connected to Clara because people do some digging. That is the thing. It wasn't originally like, it was a, like, you know, some people have their accounts, their alt accounts or sub accounts connected to their account in their header. This was not one of those situations. And people are saying you blew it. I agree with this, but it wanted me to say Face Connect doesn't tolerate racism. When Face Connect's reputation is a company with all the VTubers, they are no denying there's a huge part of why it's popular at all. Blood is in the water. I'm just glad the last merch I bought was jellies. Thank you, history is not propaganda. You know, people are saying either way. But my personal opinion is they did what a company's going to do. They did what a company's going to do of remove it. I don't like that they did it. I don't like that they put the main issue that I have with this. If they would have said, we're sorry for the issue that it caused, and just leave it like that. But they said, so there are hatred and bigotry in our communities that can lead people to think that Jelly's comment was seen by the management as our hatred or bigotry. That is bad because it makes it look like the talent actually was saying some really, really horrible stuff and should have been removed, etc. in my opinion. Of course, you guys can have a different opinion. Of course, let me know down in the comments down below. Sameko Saba is a VTuber who once was a silly little shark inside of the Blue Dorito company. She's an independent English-speaking VTuber who debuted in June 2025. And we're talking about her because Belfine, a maker of several different types of merch, mainly figures and things like that, as I'm going to show you right here. Their Japanese manufacturer produces and sells figures, character merchandise, plastic model kits centered around anime. And they are going to be making one for Saba. Exhibition info is a WAFest 2026 winter. First real project, the Unbelievable Saba-chan figurization. At the event, February 8, 2026. Wonder Festival, the prototype debut of the world's super popular VTuber Sameko Saba will be unveiled. This is great. This is Saba doing what she said she was going to do, of try to get more things out there for the fans. This is her being able to market herself properly, being able to still, even after she's not in an agency, have good management. I'm pretty sure she has a manager at this point, especially with this. Have good management and able to properly make it so that she can get something like this. Ami, which is a place that I've gone to when I went to Japan. They're the ones that are currently working with Ina from Hololive, and Hobby Camp Wonder Festival 2026 winter. It will be in the Hobby Camp Belfine Corner. And it is WAFest 2026. It sounds kind of like Wa from Ina, but WAFest 2026 in, it looks like it's going to be in Japan. Seriously, let's go, fish. A figure that can actually be made at 1-to-1 scale. Side project by Saba out of nowhere. Very, very glad that she's getting this. Big congratulations to her. We finally have a bit more information, a bit of an update from ChromaSHIFT in regards to Enya Ignis. If you don't know, Enya Ignis did have a bit of an issue, but who is she? She's a female English-speaking VTuber with ChromaSHIFT, who was Idol Corp. ChromaSHIFT is under Brave Group, and she's part of Encore along with Shabotonia and Chikafuji Lisa. And we have here, when she first popped out, she said, doctors believe I might have had a stroke or some kind of neurological damage, which, as we can tell here, with the update here, they had to make sure to let everyone know this is not the G word. This is not a graduation notice. Health update for Enya Ignis. Says here, Enya recently suffered from an undetermined neurological event that caused a decline in her speech ability. This is why they thought it was a stroke, and short-term memory capacity. She has follow-up appointments with the neurologist this week, but she wanted to keep you updated on the current situation. Based on tests and imaging, Enya has confirmed that there are no signs of permanent damage following this event, so it is a temporary situation as the brain repairs itself, as the neurological pathways get reconnected, etc. Things are going to get better. And the signs are that they are not life-threatening. Thank goodness. That would have been the worst situation. Likely that Enya's activity online will be reduced for the next few weeks as she focuses on rest and recovery. She's probably going to have to go through some kind of like actual recovery therapy, physical therapy, mental therapy, whatever it is, so that she can learn how to, if she forgot a little bit of how to talk, learn how to speak again, those type of things, so everything can be back. We will be sure to keep you updated on situation changes. In the meantime, please send Enya your love and support. Of course, wishing her the best. Her shorts were a huge inspiration for me to become a VTuber and learning more about it. Kore is saying, hope the speedy recovery, Enya. Neurological events like this are no joke, and I'm glad you're getting the care you need. Get well soon. Wishing you speedy recovery. Everyone's wishing her speedy recovery. I do as well. I do hope the best for her. She is a fiery VTuber that everyone who has seen wants her to continue what she does. It has been 2 years since the day that Selen was terminated. Selen was a female English language VTuber with Nijisanji and second wave of Cydia with Rosemary Lovelock and Petra Gurin. And right now, Petra Gurin is the last one who remains out of those. She became a VTuber known as Dokibird, an independent English language VTuber, originally debuted around May 2020. She retired in 2021 and came back in February 2024, which is what we're saying about now. She was, as people say here, never forget how bad they tried to slander you, which was the Nijisanji terminating the contract of Selen. They not only terminated it, they terminated it in the worst possible way. They did it here. If you remember, they did a whole 3-page paper on the whole thing, a laundry list of everything, an accusation list of everything that they wanted people to know about the situation, to try to make them look better, to try to make them feel better for hurting a VTuber. The reason why this happened? Last Cup of Coffee. It was a video that she made, a cover that she made, and it was very well liked, loved, and everything, but apparently, according to Nijisanji, she did not get the permissions in there. Nijisanji EN is very well known, even nowadays, for not being great with their management, for being slow in helping their VTubers in different ways. That's why I never attack the VTubers themselves. I always attack the agency itself, because if VTubers are having issues, it's the agency's fault. This is a multi-billion yen company a year, and they have issues like this. Severe issues. It wouldn't have been so bad to say, maybe suspend her for a little bit or such like that. People still would have gotten angry, but it was a Lily Pichu song. Lily Pichu was fine with it. One of the excuses that they put was that they didn't get permissions from the artist. They didn't get all that kind of stuff. Lily Pichu said that she had copyrighted permissions for it, and Selen did say that she was already asking to leave the company before this happened. They didn't allow her to leave because there was bullying and things like that. It was a whole big mess. This is where I started, getting more into the full-on VTuber space. Before I was talking about news and other things in other places. This is where I pretty much got into the whole VTubing news part. But yeah, this was a horrible situation that happened. And like I said, never forget how bad they tried to slander you. Selen Pomu, purple is Selen, yellow is Dokibird, and it says here, maybe it would have been bad taste, but a follow-up where flowers were wilted, but a ghost is coming out of the yellow one. Small yellow bird rests on the purple one, would go so hard. The flowers don't have Twitter. What is this about? Pomu and Selen. And then, no, it wasn't Pomu and Selen, it was Dokibird and Selen. Blood Pact stands the test of time, and she did not allow them to ruin her, although it did lead to 2 attempts. If you know what those mean, then you know what those mean. They did that. That's one reason why people were very angry at Nijisanji for doing this. The way that they did it led to the person behind Dokibird making 2 attempts. And luckily, she got back up because of the community, because of her own inner strength, and she now is flourishing as Dokibird. Welcome back, everybody, to the VTuber Showcase, a place where I like to showcase up-and-coming VTubers of various sizes, shapes, forms, types, everything in between. I do this because I love what I do, and I want to show other people the other VTubers that are out there that love what they do. So today we're talking about Dima Duchess, Primordial Soup Shifter. She is a artist and live 2D rigger as well. Take a look at her Dima channel right here, where she has several different things here, AI chatbots, other parts here, some songs and things like that, as well as some of her live streams that she's recently done. We also have her Twitch side, where it's a hiccuping daily at 1 p.m. PST, except Tuesday and Saturday. And here we have something that they have done. Let's take a look.
So jealous. My prayer is that someday a man will let me aim for him. I want to have that sort of relationship with a man someday. I want to be able to, I go home, my husband is like, I gotta piss, and I'm like, don't worry, baby, I got you. And I get to hold his wiener, and he lets me aim. I want to aim! That's not fair, I want to know what it's like. I think that's the closest I'll ever get. What? You guys don't get it, because most of you guys here are men. I want to aim, it's not fair. Holy crap.
Holy moly. Well, that is a way of saying things, and that is your introduction to her. Thank you so much, Dima, for allowing me to showcase you on my channel. I do hope this helps you in some way. Thank you guys for watching as always, and of course, take a look, and if you enjoy everything, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification icon, all those things that YouTube asked of you. Really do appreciate you. Have a wonderful day.